Do a quick test. We have sound. Looks like we've got sound. One of those classic moments where, oh, where's that phone gone? Excuse me, one sec. Let me just find my phone. Okay. It was only telling me that I've started a stream, and I would have started a minute earlier, but I made the mistake of thinking, oh, I've got time to hang the washing out. I can do that. Oh, well, those last few things picked out were not the best. All right, we're here. So I do not have the studio lights on today. I thought I'd just try and use the. I've got a window on the side here, and it should be letting in enough light for me to see. And it just lets you see the picture pretty much as I see it rather than with studio lights on. And up here, this is just a magnet. These are magnets holding the paper to the foam board. Right, so we'll go to, I am working on these arms, and the reference photo is quite dark. Let's bring it up, very dark. I am very light. It's okay. Fantastic. Going to, today, I'm going to do a little bit of work. So I've spent, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours just on this hand. And I still haven't got it right. I just had his hand working on his hand. And then I watched this show on YouTube called Time Team. It's about a bunch of archaeologists in the UK. Great show. And it's quite interesting as they're digging through the layers of Earth and they find something and they'll go, now I've found this thing, but I need to understand what it is in relationship to this other thing. And that's how they pull it together. So at the moment, this hand is sort of, and this arm was lost because it had no relationship to anything else. And I needed to get the relationship to the girl's arm, and I need to start bringing in her clothing. I'm a little reluctant to work on her clothing at this stage because my hand is still sort of resting a little bit up here as I'm doing some of the work on her hand. But by getting her arm in, and then I'm able to understand there's this bit of light that comes down, and it's going to come straight down and hit his forearm there and go up there. It's quite yellow at the moment, but that's the undercolour. And this needs to be more bluey. We'll make this darker right up into her hand. And this blue is going to be reflecting whatever he's wearing. And I'm assuming he's got this sort of bluey black top on. So I need to pull the colour from that onto her as well, as apart from the fact that it's in shade. So I've been sitting. Oh, my back is just killing me. I started looking at chairs for artists today, and They've got some fantastic chairs. They look like saddles. Well, they are saddles. And really expensive. It's about $1,000. Sitting down doing pencil work has been killing me. So that's what I'm going to stand and I'm going to do a bit of um, pastel work. Load up on creative juice first because we need a creative juice to get us going. Is it going to be zoomed in enough? Just zoom in a wee bit more. Fiction. And just up here, her finger has just slipped in underneath his earlobe. So I noticed that in the reference photo, and I want to capture that because I think that's quite sweet. Get my picture zoomed in, my reference photo. Okie dokie. So, one of the things that I've noticed up in her fingers is that turquoise. So, I'll just have a look and see how my camera is coping with my head coming in. Yeah, there'll be a little bit of there's going to be a little bit of head in the shot, but I can't really help that too much. I might grab my other glasses so I can see a bit better and put some music on. Not for you, for me, because I don't have the copyrights to the Spotify. Let's reload that. David, music to paint to. So painting is a lot of it seems to be problem solving. And quite often I find I'm looking for shapes and shades in a painting. Here's my little brush one. So if you're problem solving, your these puzzles can be a real challenge to try and find the pieces to build your story. It's quite easy to get lost in a painting. And you go, where am I? Because find daisy and a field of flowers. Yeah, no, that's the daisy I want. And you've got every other flower competing with it. So it can be hard to sort of find the right the map. Sometimes you're making the map as you go. And thinking about the problem solving techniques for painting and discovered I don't have any. And that's why schools are invented. They're like, oh, okay, well, when you come up against this issue, just do this. As I haven't gone to a art school, just got to guess my way through it. You know what? That's not a bad thing because every painting is a new adventure. It's good enough for Bilbo Baggins to go on a venture. It's good enough for me. So her shirt, blouse, I suppose, is probably the more correct expression. It's lovely fade. It's gonna do this sort of ombre thing into another space. And we'll get to that, but we'll just today just going to lay in the start of her shirt. And I'm going to darken up her arm with some pastel as well. Just get the space. Try and use some of the paper to our advantage. That's possible. Always a bit of a challenge going from switching from hands to pencil and back again. There's such a different way of there's such different ways of working. One is full of energy, and the other's really tight. Line between. green, but there's also a bit of red. Yeah, coming through. Probably enter if I'm true. I'll just use a little bit of red just to pop that in. Some magenta on the other side. Some interesting colours going on up there. Use some pencil later. Make that tighter, but for now, I just want to. I need to map in some undercolor. Seem a bit strange to. Um, I'm not sure, about my technique versus other people's techniques. Kind of a believer that you've just got to find your own way. draw some lines because we get really lost if we don't. Mhm. Yeah. Ready. I do is just put some very gentle blue, and we might just try. I'm not sure that this is the right one, but putting some turquoise in. Be really careful because I don't want it. Yep. I'm not sure what you want until you're brave enough to do it. That's 17. I don't want to overload it. So because I've used pastel pencil doing the skin, normally I'll go over with, it depends. Sometimes I'll use a cotton bud and do some blending. But if I haven't used cotton bud and I come in with the applicator, the soft tool, which is, I'm trying to get my pan pencil on with. What will happen is you'll start blending with the soft tool. You've got to put a very light touch on, otherwise you'll crush the pastel into the paper and you'll get mud. And that's a really sad thing when that happens. I'm okay with what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just very gently trying to just pull that through. You see that? It's just so, just right on top of it. Just very lightly doing the applicator, and already I'm getting this nice cooler effect on her arm. I want to see if I can do something similar with how would I want for here. With a little bit of yellow. I'm not sure that. My cardinal sin of mixing colour on a pad. You want to keep your darks from your lights. Here's as he dips into the blue area. Back to I need red iron oxide. Let's just try a little bit of that. Go. Probably. Switched pencil for. Find the right colour for here. top. I'm not sure that I have it. Just try a little bit of turquoise. It's my blue turquoise thing. Yellow. Here we go. This turquoise. So it's about experimenting. But and with our pan pastels, so remember some of the things, the challenges you've got with pastel mat and pan pastel is the grabbiness of the paper. So you're always trying to be aware. Um, when you put the blue on, it's going to, like what I'm doing here, it's going to, the pastel mat's going to grab it, but it's such a thin little layer that's okay. And as long as you just very gently stroke it in, it'll behave quite nicely. What I want is a ochre. What are you? You're you're an orange shade. That's not ochre. You're ochre. Let's get all these little delicate. Do that. Lots of little layers blending together, hopefully turning to mud, because we don't like mud. Do not. gently. Right. I'm going to go back to doing some pencil work. Let's just zoom out so you can see how the picture's progressing. Yeah, his shirt's starting to take shape. So, yeah, it's not so bad. Starting to get the folds and shapes, and we've got some underlying skin. And all I've done is put turquoise around to just cool it down. And I probably just want to very gently get a shade. Really careful not to make it muddy. There we go. That's how things are going at the studio at the moment. A little slow. This painting's gonna just take its own time to get done. Not that bad. But it's forming, and the paintings have got their own time to emerge. And this one's starting to get there. I'm quite happy with her leg and his foot. So if we zoom into his foot, here's his feet. Zoom in a bit more. They're not very nice. So they took quite a bit of time to come right. But her leg's looking good, and her dress is doing fine. So I just have to trust the process, and that if you just keep ticking away at it, it will emerge. But it can be quite stressful waiting for a painting to emerge, and easy to give up, because art seems to require a resilience that I don't really have from any other job I've done. Because it's such a puzzle to go, have I got the right colour here? Have I got the right shape? And I'm still looking for the right colours for her top. But I think I'll finish off this hand by the next time I do a stream. And we should have a chunk of this, and then I probably am on to hair and faces, and then fix up that background. Because one of the things needs to happen is there has to be bubbles everywhere because they're underwater. And I'm looking forward to discovering how to do that. Anyway, thanks for those who stopped by, and check out the progress. I hope you have a very creative week ahead, and wish you all the best. Thanks for watching.